Hey guys, I'm Dr. Zainab Bora, and I'm very happy to have Dr. Neha with us today, who's cleared her DNB radio diagnosis theory exam with an amazing score of 273. So, congratulations, Neha. Tell us a bit about yourself and where you did your MBBS, your DNB from.
So, thank you, ma'am, for actually. I'm so overwhelmed, ma'am, that I'm talking to you. So
Thank you so
I
much.
don't know where to start from. But, ma'am, I'm actually a post MD DNB student,
Ah.
and yes, ma'am. I've done my MD from Dr. D.Y. Patil Medical College, Pune.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, then I appeared for the first DNB exam, which came in June. And ever since, ma'am, like I heard about conceptual because since my MBBS days, I used to follow you for my NEET PG, and so ever since, like in the end of late 2023, when we came to know about the e-conceptual app, actually my friend Karishma and my friend Dr. Ishan, they introduced me to the app, and like you were coming up with this beautiful app. So then we decided that okay, we are just going to go for it blindly. So I have been using it ever since, like we have seen, like from the first videos of yours, which were like an interactive session, to like how it has evolved. And it was, ma'am, like I don't know how to express, but like it actually made me fall in love with the subject even more because of the systematic approach. And like so the theory topics, like which we would like usually read from the book,
Hmm.
uh, from like learning from you, it actually made more sense. Like
Thank
it
you.
it made the subject wholesome.
Thank you.
So including the case based discussions, meanwhile, like during my residency, ma'am, I even appeared for my FRCR part 1 and part 2A. So, just after my MD exam, I appeared for my FRCR 2A, and I did not have a lot of time to prepare for it. So, I think everything actually, like, prepared me for this exam too, and I just cleared it in the first attempt. So,
Yeah.
ma'am, including like, the OSCEs and the spotters, and even for the practicals, I would say that, your practical videos, the CRDR cassette videos, and like, the table viva videos. Uh, so it was so wholesome, and it was so satisfying that it just made me fall in love with the subject even more.
Thank you. I mean, it means a lot coming from you because I feel you've given every exam possible in the world. You've given FRCR, you've given MD, you've given DNB. So I think that gives a lot of confidence to us that maybe we're doing something right. Anything that you feel can be better in conceptual app that can make learning better for you guys. So any suggestions for us?
Ma'am, instead of like somebody, no, ma'am, I actually how you've approached it, and I actually love how it's like made an interactive platform rather than
Mm.
like somebody just teaching and like we are just writing from PowerPoints and all. No,
Yeah.
ma'am, like it feels like there is some human touch and human interaction, and actually we are just learning what is needed, and then in life we can just build up on it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and ma'am, you've exactly taught how to, like in practical life. Like right now, I'm doing my senior residency from BJ Medical College, Ahmedabad,
Oh, great.
and Civil Hospital, Ahmedabad. So, like how you've taught, like it's just stayed in my mind to differentiate the pathologies, and like there is something about the theory exam, but like at the end of the day, we are going to like practice practical radiology. So the
100%.
approach that you've taken to teach us, and actually all the faculties, including like for physics also, I would say like how like physics has been made so interesting, and like so by Nikita ma'am, and like just everybody, that it's
Mm.
just very interesting to learn how to like deal with cases in real life. And then for our theory exams and all, we just have to elaborate on it, like according to our system and how we are expected to perform in our country. So
Yeah.
I feel like I just love it.
Amazing. I'm
And
so happy.
I just expected that okay, like I know it should just go well, but I had like for DNB I just had like 1.5 weeks to prepare.
Mm.
So I just like blindly trusted conceptual and like just watched all the videos. And even for recent advances, actually we don't know from where to prepare for like MD and DNB. So
Yeah.
it was of great help. Like um, I could not have imagined from studying from anywhere else.
Great. I'm so happy. You've been so kind. I also want to ask you, how was your FRCR, preparation like, and how were the exams for anybody, who's listening to this and wants to give FRCR? So how did you approach, both of the paths?
So, ma'am, the first part actually for physics and anatomy.
Hmm.
So, when I gave physics, I gave it in the earlier part of 2024, June 2024. So, by that time, I think conceptual was slightly like, building
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
So, just the two videos, I think, of X rays had come.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
that I think I read FARS,
Right.
and so I read it for I revised it, like I read it for 3 times with
Hmm.
practicing the MCQs from FRCR prep and like the 2 3 books which were suggested by my seniors.
Right.
So I think it's important to understand physics rather than like mugging up. For physics, I would say, like, because you never know, like, the MCQs which came in my exam were like not that I had done; those were similar, but it
Hmm.
wasn't something which I had like practiced. So
Hmm.
for physics, I would say to understand is more important rather than like just mugging it up, because
Yeah.
what we study here, physics, is very different from what they ask, I feel.
Yeah. And
For
we
an
study superficially, I think, for our MD and DNB both. We just study for the theory paper. Nobody really knows it, so examiners also don't ask. Yeah, so I think that's a major difference.
Yes, ma'am. And for anatomy, I would say, like, for me, it was more like I love the subject of anatomy. But with that, I would also say, like, the drafting, which I had done in my first year, like, just to like draft and like see what
Mm.
part it is, correlate with E
Mm.
anatomy, and like, it's extremely important to like just look at, like, just draft correctly. That was of great help, like, because I was able to give it in the first year itself.
Hmm. Hmm.
So for anatomy, there were like, books and like questions and for PowerPoints from which I had like, referred to. But of great help was the ultrasound that we had done in first year, the
Hmm.
CT scans and the MRIs that we had drafted. Basically, that was of more help, like practical approach rather than just like, mugging up the sections from the
Hmm.
uh,
Book.
books.
Yeah.
And for second part, ma'am, I think they have like it's like they're trying to ask something which is like diagnostic and treatment part of it. They're just trying to make a wholesome vignette
Hmm.
and test your knowledge, just not like so this course is similar to what we have done in MD, but it is like more of like you cannot again mug the theory up. You have to have like how ma'am you have taught like
Hmm.
case based approach. So that
Yeah.
is how, like, when you teach, your approach is like you will just say like the patient will have
Hmm.
these symptoms, or like these features will differentiate one pathology from the other. So to
Yeah.
crack those MCQs, I feel like just that one point which differentiates one thing from the other is needed.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I think in 2A. And now they have also started asking the treatment part of it,
Hmm. Hmm.
which again now we have in conceptual, like we have
Yeah.
interventions and like the treatment based lectures that we've put. So I felt that was of great help because I could not like study a lot for 2A, but I could still make it after my MD exam, and I'm so grateful to you for that, ma'am.
Amazing. I think it all adds up. Listening to you, I feel you've been a very sincere resident throughout, and you've managed to have academics as well. So it all adds up towards the end. All the exams, no matter which exam you give, kind of is going to test that holistic knowledge, and that's what is important. That our job is not just to do the scan and then give the report and it's done. No, you need to know the before and after as well, and that is what I think all residents need to learn from you as well, that you need to be a part of the entire decision making process of the patient. So I think that's very important.
Not radio, it's not only radiology. Like, we need to know the history of the patient, we need to know what treatment is being given to the patient. It's and obviously, like, I feel like in radiology we need to get more follow-ups, like we need to be proactive and get more follow-ups, otherwise we would never know, like,
Yeah,
what we are doing is correct or incorrect.
absolutely. So what plans ahead now? You're planning to finish your SR ship?
Yes, ma'am. And then maybe I'm giving my DNB practicals whenever like the dates
Yeah.
are out.
Yeah.
And then I would like to finish my, whenever I get a slot, to be part of FRCR. And ma'am, I'm interested in musculoskeletal radiology. So I'm looking out for fellowships
Great. You
in
plan to go
musculoskeletal.
outside India, or you're planning to stay here?
For a fellowship, definitely. But later in life, I think I want to stay back here. like
Yeah.
maybe come back and practice here. But
Yeah.
ma'am, I feel even conceptual, even for like, when I'm just working as an SR, I'm just like, it's
Yeah.
just post residency. So the lectures and conceptual, the MSK lectures by Gursimran sir and all, they're
Yes.
extremely helpful, ma'am. Like extremely helpful for drafting, for like everything.
Yeah, and I think that's the attempt, that, that's what Apur sir says, that learning never ends. I'm still, learning radiology with every lecture which I take. I'm learning so much more, through teaching. And even Dr. Gursimran has gone into great depths, So that's what it is, that the superficial, depth, cross section and depth, both are very important, and it never ends really. You're only gonna keep learning and evolving. So that's very nice. And I'm very happy to, see your perspective as a whole towards learning. So very, very happy to see you.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, I just want to I'd say that I'm extremely grateful to you because, ma'am, what you are doing, it's like this branch of teaching. It needs like so much passion that, it's just
Thank you so
too.
much. I mean, I find a lot of joy in this, and I think there would be no other way. I won't be happy any other way if I was not a teacher. So I am very blessed to have students like you who want to listen to me and, make me a better teacher every passing day. So thank you so much for that vote of confidence, Neha.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. So great.
I will meet
Yeah.
you sometime in Delhi, like I don't know where, but sometime.
Yes, please do ping me whenever you are around, right? Would love to meet you. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. I'm sure this is going to be very helpful to all the juniors. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Bye.